4 U.S. Code, Section 101. Oath by members of legislatures and officers. Every member of a state legislature and every executive and judicial officer of a state shall, before he proceeds to execute the duties of his office, take an oath in the following form, to wit, I state your name, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
Commissioner Tisch.
Please raise your right hand. I do hereby pledge and declare
hereby pledge and declare
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
I do hereby pledge and declare is by its nature a declaration, specifically outlawed within the sentence immediately preceding the constitutional oath, where it states unequivocally, and no other oath, declaration, or test shall be required as a qualification for any office of public trust. The facts are self-evident. NYPD has institutionalized and enshrined a false and fictitious oath of office that is repugnant to the Constitution of the state of New York. NYPD's outlawed oath flies in the face of and contradicts qualified immunity, rendering it moot. Because NYPD officers have taken and subscribed to a false and fictitious oath that seriously offends the supreme laws of both the state and federal constitutions and several public policies. That includes, but is not limited to, 4 U.S. Code Section 101, Oath by members of legislatures and officers. Title 4 is a positive law title that constitutes legal evidence of the law in all federal and state courts. What you're about to witness is NYPD's conspiracy to usurp the first act of the first Congress after the start of our republic under the newly ratified Constitution for the United States of America that began on March 4th, 1789, was an act to regulate the time and manner of administering certain oaths, signed into law on June 1st, 1789 by none other than President George Washington. That act mandated that the oath be administered in the following form. I, A.B., do solemnly swear or affirm, as the case may be, that I will support the Constitution of the United States. This simple, straightforward oath fulfilled the constitutional requirement of Article 6, Clause 3. NYPD was established in 1845, but after 180 years, it is still not in compliance with the requirements of the state and federal constitutions and/or the laws made in pursuance thereof. On November 13, 2023, I filed a tip with the treasonous FBI, who did absolutely nothing to support and defend the constitutions. I really couldn't have made it any easier for those quislings to get this right. The image on the left is a copy of the FBI tip form I filed. First question, how did you learn about the corruption? My answer was direct and to the point. The oath of office requirements listed on the office of the city clerk are repugnant to the Constitution of the state of New York. I also included a link to the city clerk's website so the FBI couldn't screw this up. And all I got back was crickets. NYPD has enshrined and institutionalized a fictitious oath of office in willful violation of 4 U.S. Code Section 101 and 102, affecting 35,000 armed insurgents they employ and 19,000 public employees in their support. Every single NYPD Academy cadet first act is a violation of the 2 aforementioned codified federal laws and 3 state laws, Section 10 Officials' Oaths and 30 Creation of Vacancies, of the Public Officers Law and Section 62 Constitutional Oath upon Appointment of the Civil Service Law. These hive-minded, rookie recruits were unwittingly deceived into becoming co-conspirators in the usurpations of both the state and federal constitutions. These rookies were preyed upon by ignorance, ordered to attention and told to raise their right hands and repeat after me by the inept chief of personnel, John Benoit as he administers the undertaking of a false and fictitious oath that was specifically outlawed within the text of the Constitution of the State of New York, Article 13, Section 1. As a result, these rookie recruits are in violation of the following state and federal statutes. 4 U.S. Code, Section 101, Oath by Members of Legislatures and Officers, Section 10, Official Oaths of the Public Officers Law, Section 30, Creation of Vacancies of the Public Officers Law, Section 62, Constitutional Oath upon Appointment of the Civil Service Law, and Article 210, Perjury of the New York Penal Law.
And now, to administer the oath of office, it is my pleasure to introduce the Chief of Personnel, John Benoit.
Good morning, recruits. Good morning, recruits. Good morning, sir. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. Ready? Move! I do hereby pledge and declare. That I will support the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of New York. And that I will faithfully discharge the duties. Of the position of. Police officer. In the New York City Police Department. According to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations.
I'm going to be blamed for everything that's ever happened.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah. It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.